Hello, and welcome back to Game On, where we use sports, athletics, and competition to talk about everything related to mental health. Today, we are going to talk about video games. Now, it's a whole nother conversation regarding if video gaming is considered a competitive sport or not. I'm sure people have opinions on both sides of things. That's not what we're focusing on. We're talking about certain aspect of a video game. Now, it's been a while since I really had ample time to play video games, but from what I remember as a kid playing video games, a lot of games had these checkpoints. So once you got past a certain level, or even within a level, a certain stage, whatever it was, then that became a checkpoint that even if you lost your life in the game, then you respawned or you had a new life starting from that point. You didn't have to go like all the way back to the beginning. So I remember feeling like there was this relief, like after you got past a certain point, okay, now at least I'm good. Now, more often than not, then I would lose a life right after that because I was, sort of let go of getting to that point. But the idea of not starting all the way back in the beginning really resonates with me and hopefully resonates with you because it happens so often that we are progressing at something, we're working on something. It could be something mental health related. So, someone who's working on improving their quality of life, dealing with anxiety, social anxiety, let's say. And they're chipping away and chipping away and chipping away, making progress. And then they have this event where they like have this really strong reaction, or they're working on panic and then they have this big panic attack. But even not mental health related, they could be working on nutrition, health, diet, exercise, sleep, something at work. It could be anything. And so we work hard, we're persistent, and then we have this setback. And our minds can go to is like, oh man, I'm back at square one. Like all this work was for nothing. Like it's really like I'm starting again. And most of the time, if not all of the time, it's not starting again. Because if you frame it as what you're working at is deposits, is practicing skills, and you do all that and you're working at it, you can't take away those deposits. It's there. It's somewhere there. So even if I struggle 1 day, 2 day, 3 days, a week, even 2 weeks, even longer, that doesn't mean that all that I did, all that I deposited was nothing. It doesn't mean that I go back to square one. And I could sort of tell myself, I know, first of all, I know that I'm capable of doing this because I have done it. And these are skills. It's not all just like results. So I have the skills. It's a matter of getting back in the saddle and becoming familiar again with them, depending on how long, or getting right back at it. And maybe it's 2 steps forward, 2 steps back, 3 steps back. Doesn't make a difference. But it's not gone. And I'm not starting from square one. And it sounds simple, but it's really quite influential because if I believe, okay, oh, that was nothing, I guess all that progress is gone. And okay, let me try to like convince myself to get right back at it and start again. That's going to be much more daunting than, okay, that stinks. I don't want that to happen. It does set me back a little bit, but I also know that I'm capable of doing it and I can chip away and I can get closer and closer and back to where I was and keep on working at it. And that's the trajectory. That's to be expected is up and down, forward, backwards, and keep on pushing and keep on growing. And that's how we embrace the opportunity of life. So a nice message from video games, and that could also be parlayed into sports too. Sort of, you do well, you push, and then you have a setback. It's not back to square one. I hope that was meaningful to you. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day.